Denver game, you consider yourself totally back physically?
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm definitely back physically.
What do you learn going against a guy like Cortland Sutton? In and out, every snap. Make some catches, you make some plays. Like, what do you learn after a game like that?
Yeah, I mean, definitely tells you a lot about yourself because, like you said, he made some plays. I was able to come back and make some plays as well. But, I mean, it's a lot of great receivers in this league. And that's a guy like that. You got to be ready to play every single play because he has the opportunity to get the ball every single play. So you got to be locked in and focus mentally every single play.
Seems everything that most of the things the Steelers do in the passing game is shorter this year. How does that affect how you guys play in the back end?
It definitely won't affect it at all. Our techniques are something that's consistent game to game, no matter what routes they run. So it's definitely not going to affect us at all in the secondary.
When Ben Roethlisberger holds the ball as long as he does, what kind of pressure does that put on the quarterbacks?
I mean, I think it's just same thing every single game. You got to be ready to cover as long as needed. Sometimes rush might not get there. You got to be able to cover long enough, and sometimes a rush will get there, and you only got to cover for maybe 2 seconds. So I mean, you just got to stick to your man and just have controlled eyes.
Greg, along those lines, do you feel like you guys are finally starting to complement each other with the pass rush and the secondary working as one?
Yeah, I think we definitely are. I think last game showed that, and the game before, we're starting to finally get each other, finally starting to trust each other, and like I said earlier. I didn't think it was going to happen overnight. We're a new team together, so I think it's going to take some time. But I think we are definitely heading in the right direction, and we're looking to continue that this Sunday.
What do you see when you look at Claypool and Johnson?
Definitely, once again, two really, really good receivers. I think they complement each other well. Claypool is more of a bigger guy. Johnson's a smaller guy than to Claypool, but they're also two very good receivers as well.
What's your coverage? We see your hips are just in the right spot, and you've got that coverage down to a T already early on into your career. But is there an area that you think that's not just natural talent that maybe the Browns have helped you so far early on to help develop and get you where you want to be?
Yeah, I think ball skills, just catching the football, being able to locate the football. I think that's something that I've been getting a lot better at. And then also just out of my breaks. Hips are well, but sometimes, I get stuck a little bit. So that's something that we've definitely been fixing a lot, and I can definitely tell the difference from when I got here to right now, where I'm at.
Greg, these soft tissue injuries, I mean, there's calves all over the league, what have you. Do you guys do is there any more emphasis on stretching, nutrition, anything different to try to combat it?
I mean, you just got to, at the end of the day, we're all pros, so you got to be able to take care of your body the best you can. And some of those things, you can't prevent it. Sometimes they're just fluke injuries, like a lot of them we had so far. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we just got to be pros at the facility and outside of the facility.
What kind of influence has Troy Hill been on you?
Yeah, I think he's been the best, mentor, the best big brother that, I can ask for coming into the league. I wouldn't be as far ahead of the curve as I am right now without a guy like him. And, I definitely thank him every single day, just from helping me with technique, helping me with film study and things like that.
What do you think when you watch the film and he's coming off the slot, sticking his nose in on a bunch of those running plays?
Yeah, no, he's one of the best tacklers I've seen at the nickel spot. He's in there all the time, getting his head wet and things like that. And good for him, man. It's hard to do. That's very hard to do, especially he's not the biggest guy either. So being able to go in there, that just shows you, he could do it all. He can go in there and tackle if he needs to. In LA, he didn't have to tackle as much. He was able to cover a lot more, but now he has to tackle a lot, and it shows that he could do that too.
Greg, Roethlisberger's in his 18th year, he's dominated this franchise. How much do you know about what a pain in the neck he has been to the Browns in his history? All before you got here, obviously.
Not too much. I know that Ben Roethlisberger is a Hall of Fame quarterback and that he's one of the best quarterbacks, to play the game. So I know that pretty much. I know about the rivalry just because that's what everybody talks about. I wore yellow Crocs and everybody got on me for it. But I don't know too much about it, but I definitely know Pittsburgh and Cleveland is a rivalry for it.
He was always hard to tackle. I mean, his escapability was incredible. I don't know if you've seen any of that this year or not.
Nah, not really. I just start, watching it. He's a bit older now too, so he's probably not scrambling as much as he used to. But I mean, they call him Big Ben for a reason. He's 6'4", 240 pounds, so he's definitely going to be a hard guy to bring down.
When did you wear those yellow Crocs? Who gave you grief?
I wore them earlier, and I think I might have posted something, and the fans might have said something like, "You can't be wearing." All right, whatever. It's just a pair of shoes.
Greg, we saw John get his first interception. I know turnovers have been a big emphasis for you guys, and I mean, you start to feel like that. I don't know if avalanche is the right word, but like those turnovers are coming for you guys.
Yeah, I think they're definitely coming. You know, I think some of the time we've been in the right place, or maybe we caught the ball but got only 1 foot in, or maybe they fumbled 3 times and we just couldn't get it. The ball just didn't bounce our way. But I think we're definitely doing the right things right now, and I think we should start turning that tide in the turnover department.
Greg, obviously you dealt with your injury, and you know Denzel's dealing with the hamstring. How valuable has Greedy been for you guys in stepping up? And you know, you guys have been dealing with some stuff.
Yeah, no, he's super valuable. You know, a guy like Gritty, he can go to pretty much any other team in the league and start right now. So it's definitely valuable to have a room full of, you know, just starting corners. I think a lot of our guys who maybe just playing special teams like Greedy or AJ, like I think those are guys who can literally go anywhere else and pretty much start. So having a guy like Greedy Williams is just amazing for our team.
Have you like put yourself in his shoes, thinking about kind of, you know, he missed last year with the shoulder. The Browns obviously drafted you in the first round. Like, what do you think of the way he handled everything and responded?
Yeah, I think he handled it amazing. He's been one of those mentors for me, honestly, too. And coming right in, he's been a guy that, you know, as soon as I got here, we all are about just healthy competition. We both want each other to succeed. So, you know, when I went down, I knew that he was going to be a guy to, you know, help me get back. He was encouraging me and things like that. And he's been playing amazing, too. So now he gets another chance this week, you know, to get out there and play a little bit more, which is going to be great.
I know Grant didn't finish the sack the other night, but the speed he showed on that one blitz, is that kind of a signature of some of the stuff that he's going to be able to do for you guys?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, I feel like he's playing like a vet, too, already, and he really hasn't played any football either. But to have 3 great safeties, too, is amazing. I think we got a lot of depth everywhere on the team, which is definitely going to help us down the stretch as we're trying to recover from some injuries.